beautiful people. So it is like 7:22 in the morning. This is my relaxation time. The kids not up yet. They're actually out of school for Monday and Tuesday, so I can get a break. But I wanted to come on and talk about expectations. So I've learned that when you do not have expectations about people, or just people that in your circle, family members or whatever, when you don't have expectations of people, it kind of saves you from always being angry. Now we may have standards considering who we allow around our energy. Hopefully people are being mindful who they allow around their energy, because birds of a feather flock together. So we need to be mindful of that, of the type of people that we're sharing our energy with or giving our energy away to. But I've just learned to not expect things from people. And I'm a Virgo. Virgos have high expectations of people, and it's kind of like, it's not that we expect for people to be perfect, but we expect for people to become their best self. Like, this whole Virgo in this life path now thing, like, it's a whole, not even issue. It's just like a whole it's a whole field of things. So like I said, Virgos, we have high standards and high expectations of people, just because we want them to become their better self, and sometimes it'll come off as wanting to change people, and that's not the case. So I've learned to not expect things from people. And then it's kind of like I had to go through a lot in order to be able to not expect things from people, and to not get angry because I expected. Let me give you an example. So, like, what if I like somebody and my expectations is for this person to continue to try and pretty much, when people get in relationships and like throughout the relationship, as time goes on, the person stop doing what they did to get you. It's like, what if I like somebody and they know that I like them or have feelings for them, but they won't speak on it. They won't say anything. Like, they won't acknowledge it. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, even like, having girl talk. I haven't had a girl talk in probably years. I have women that I talk to, but it's not like personal. It's not like how I used to be in high school. When you're in high school, you have your girlfriends that you can talk with and things like that. So even expecting that from people, even expecting just overall not expecting for people to do what I expect for them to do based on their title, like a friend, a mother, a father, brother, sister, uncle, auntie, stuff like that. It's kind of like leaves you from not being heartbroken. So when you do expect for people to do things, and then you have high standards for people, it's kind of like you look and it's like, do they want the same thing for themselves? And it's like, you can't force people to be great. You can't force people to become their great self. So you just have to back off, lead. But I've learned to live by example, and not even tell, and not try to, a part of it is teaching, but not necessarily teaching, just putting it out there. My lifestyle, like what may work for my lifestyle may not work for other people's lifestyle. Like, even when you're doing rituals, and we're going to get into that word rituals, because people think rituals is something evil. No, people do rituals every day. Even if you're not into the metaphysical world, the magical world, everybody do rituals. If you wake up every morning and brush your teeth, that's a ritual. If you wake up and you go to the same route every day to work, that's a ritual. If you've been getting up going to work every day at the same time, that's a ritual. Like, we have to get out of this mind frame of listening to the movies, because the movies tell us what these words. We need to start doing investigations on our own. Like, I don't even expect for you to listen to everything that I have to say. Do your own investigation, so that as time goes on, people won't come back and be like, well, I thought you said this, or I thought, like, it's like, no, I said what I said, but it's also up to you to do your own research. Like, we're not gonna have the same experiences just because we're both in, the metaphysical world, or just because we're both artists, just because we're both writers. That doesn't mean that we see things the same way, or if we try things exactly the same, that it'll work out. You have to find your niche and find what works for you, and not what somebody told you to do. Now, I get there are some people who are not into this like that, and they look out for other people to guide them and give them information, but that's still, you still have to do your own investigation. And like I said, go with what feels good or feels right to your soul, and not to somebody else, not to somebody else's. So back to expectations. Like, I've expected a lot from people just to be, disappointed, and it kind of led me nowhere. But just back to myself, and just back to me staying in my own lane and just living life as an example. You can't really tell people what to do with their life, or like, you can't really expect for people to even do what you tell them to do, even if it's sound advice. You can't expect people to do that. So you have to be okay with accepting people who you like that may not like you, or accepting people that doesn't see no better than where they are. But just because you accept that don't mean that you have to be around it. You can have acceptance in your heart, just like you can have forgiveness in your heart. You don't never have to speak to the person that you have to forgive. You never have to speak to them, but you can still forgive. Basically what I was trying to say. Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Like, I've learned to not expect things from people, because it'll have me in my head. I'm a thinker, and I'm also a great reader, not just oracle reading, tarot reading, but I'm reading people's souls when I look at people. Like, especially when I look into their eyes. I love to look into people's eyes, because it lets you know exactly, what's going on and everything. Body language. I'm very good at reading it. So, it'll hurt like my feelings. Like, I don't know. I honestly don't think that people think I have feelings. People be thinking I'm so strong, or you so strong, or you got it. Like, I mean, my daddy said it one time. Like, you strong, you got it. Like, just like things like that. Like, I can't stand it. Like, of course, yeah, I may be strong, but sometimes strong people want to we have weak moments also. And that's what I feel like. People just don't think that I have emotions, and they say whatever they want to say and kind of do whatever they want to do to me. And then, I'm such a nice lover, sweetheart, like forgiver, that I let people right back in just to be disappointed again. So it's a huge lesson learned. Like, of course, I've been, hermit mode for a while. Like, I've been in hermit mode for a while, just because it's kind of like a safe mode. It ain't like that I don't want to go out and spend time, but things change sometimes. Like, your circle is going to change, and it's going to be like right in front of your eyes. And then sometimes you'll see the difference. I think we see things based off of our experiences. And so that's why I said that, I just lead by example, because things that I've experienced, some people haven't experienced yet. But I can't tell. I'm not going to tell anybody what you should be doing, what you need to be doing. But I will suggest or hope that you're doing what you're supposed to. Like, at the end of all of my segments, I say, I hope that you're taking care of yourself. I'm not going to beat myself up just because people aren't taking care of themselves, because I know that I'm taking care of myself. And so, like I said, I can only lead by example, and what may work for me may not work for somebody else, or what somebody else does may not work for me. But it ain't harmful to want to receive advice from others. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't just go off what one person says. Kind of do your own research. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about this morning. Just like not having expectations of people. Things are going to happen. Like sometimes it's going to be out of our control, and it's like your soul family. Your soul family is like you're not going to have to go through situations. Excuse me, just a sniffing situations like this. I don't know where that sniffing come from. I ain't been sick in a long time. But it is fall. It is so cool outside. Like, this is officially fall season. I don't know what the other people got going on. Somebody when fall started, but it has officially begun. And why does everything start on the 21st? What is that about? The solstice. I need to get more into I would like to get more into like astrology and into like, well, I've been into astrology, but like a more profound, deeper understanding of it, because I just have like sort of like kind of like the basic. Now my numerology I know, but the astrology, I want to learn more so that I can share. I have some books that I've been reading. The book that I'm reading now, I think I said it, but I'm going to start doing book reviews. So the book that I'm reading now is called Ancient Egyptian Magic, A Hands-On Guide by Christina Riggs. It's a great book. Like, I'm on page like 48, I think. They're talking about now, the part that I'm on now, they're talking about power in your name, and how if you have someone's name, you can pretty much do anything, with someone's name. Even double the potency if you have their picture. But if you don't have that, that's why I be telling people, don't be putting all your damn pictures on social media, because you'll never know what the hell somebody. Don't put your real name on social media, because you never know what people are like. You never know. Okay, like, we are in a completely different world at this time. We are literally battling between zombies and the dead. So, like, honestly, that's exactly what I feel like. Most people that's walking around outside are vibrating so low that they are the Walking Dead. Where do you think they get the Walking Dead from? This is turned to a completely different subject, but where do you think they get the Walking Dead from? Like, where do you think they get it from? It's literally people vibrating so low. Their energy is just so low, and I'm talking about just low, like, y'all know what I mean. Like, y'all seen Resident Evil, the Resident Evils, and the Raccoon Cities, and the what other it was so many of them. I remember one year like 18 damn zombie movies came out. Like, what the hell? Why are they what the hell the zombies coming from? First of all, that damn underground damn secret lab they got. Like, I'm for real. I'm so serious. I really feel like it's a whole city below us. I'm not even playing. I'm not joking. I'm not playing. I feel like there is a whole city beneath us. Like, honestly. I remember when I stayed on the west side of town, and I stayed in the most ratchet hotel it is in the damn world. I say in the world. Nah, it may not be in the world, but damn near it's close to it. So I remember when I would come outside and there would be this loud goddamn noise, okay? Now, it's like I'm the only person that heard this noise, because nobody else would say anything. I would hear this loud noise right now. This loud noise did not come from, around the area. That damn noise came from underground. It came from underground. I don't care what nobody said. I'm not fucking crazy. I know what I'm talking about, okay? Let me tell you something. I pay attention even when you don't think I'm paying attention. That's how observant I am. I'm very observant. And so I just noticed that, like, the loud noise. And then nobody was saying anything. I'm like, is this in my head? Like, what? Like, I know I hear this noise and it's loud I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, we're around a bunch of zombies, so you better be careful. Even when you're going in public. I hate going in public, but unfortunately, for some things, I have to. But other than that, I don't like going out in public like that. Like, especially now, especially and then it be rare situations where I meet somebody. Like, I met this lady yesterday in Dollar Tree. This lady resembled everything of my grandmother. My grandmother's birthday was October 16th, the day before the day I met her. My grandma's birthday was Saturday. I met this lady, Miss Sharon, on Sunday. So first, y'all know, I'm noticing people are starting to gear and like my style. Like, when I would go out in public, I don't really mingle with people like that. Like, I kind of like, I'm the headphone girl, where I may have my headphones on so that people won't say anything to me. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm very particular about my energy and where I put my energy out to, because it takes a lot of work to try to, retrieve your energy back from it being sucked from vampires out in public, because there are like people placed in public just to suck your energy out. Like, they literally are. I feel like people are placed everywhere in every situation. Cause these people are nosy. If you ain't noticed by now, these people are nosy. They want to know everything. So of course, why would they not do that? But like I was saying, I'm starting to know people, like my style, whatever, which is kind of like surprising to me. But then, I remember one time somebody was like, "Wow, you're an enigma or something." I was like, I've never heard that before. So I looked it up and I was like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense considering where I'm from. Like, you don't really see a lot of people like that here. Like, it's kind of like a one-track mind, like, honestly. So I'm not saying that nobody else has style here, but I didn't know that, sometimes some things that we don't pay attention to, it can be small, but other people will pay attention to it, and it's something. Like, it boosts my confidence up when people see that when they see that I like to dress, or like I'm just like an artist. I dress like an artist. Like, I have on mad color, like so many colors, but they all coordinate with each other. Like, I'm an artist. I dress like an artist. That's just how I am. And so, like, it make me feel good. It kind of like boosts my confidence up a little bit, because I haven't had the best confidence, but it kind of like boosts my. But back to this lady. So we started off by her saying she liked my bracelets, and so I needed to learn. Like, I'm missing so many business opportunities just because I'm afraid of success. That's what it is. I'm afraid of success. Every time I go out, people are complimenting me on my waist beads, which I make, my bracelets I make, my purses that I make. Like, it's like, and like, she asked me, what's stopping you? I'm like, I'm afraid of success. That's what it has to be. That it ain't shit else. I know what I can do, but it's like, why can't I get it? Like, why can't I put this stuff out? Like, it's like I'm holding on to it like a baby, like my kids or something. that's where I have to separate myself, because I'm like, well, it has to be out. Like, it's getting better. It's getting better. Like, it's getting better day by day by me doing something to, get away from that energy. And then it could be just somebody sending me some energy, not wanting me to succeed too. Because it's like, I swear, like, I be on it at one point, and then like my mind will go blank, or I seem like my thoughts are scattered or something. Like, but that's why I had to get off social media, because I do feel like somebody is keeping a watch on me and keep a tabs on me. Remember, everybody else that they happy for you is not happy for you. Okay, I've learned that, and even if people don't say it or whatever, like, I can read energy very, 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 very well. Like, even if I don't say anything, it's like there are so many things that people don't know about me that's been untapped, and I'm not even sure if I want to share things with people like that, because I don't like when people feel like, I don't want people to feel like I feel like I'm better, but that's not in my nature. If people like really know me, like, even when I went out, like, I'm gonna get back to sharing in a minute, but when I had went out to CC's, I don't know if I said this in the last segment, but I remember I went to CC's with my kids. This white girl, she had stopped me, and she was like, I was looking at your waist beads. I hope you don't beat me up. I was like, beat you up? I was like, girl, I don't fight. I've never been in a fight before. Like see things like that. Like, you don't even know me, and you think, why? Because I'm a black girl. Is that why you think I'm gonna fight you, girl? All black girls do not fight. Let's get that out right now. All black girls do not fight. Because all black girls don't need to fight. That's why. We don't need to. We have spirit to do that for us, sweetheart. We don't do stupid stuff like that. And then have people come and try to lock us up because what? No, no. We don't do that. We don't do that. Like things like that. Like people just underestimating me. Like I'm the nicest, loving person, loyal person that you'll ever be. But of course, like everybody else, I have a dark side. And if you fuck over me, you're going to see that dark side. Like, I don't have to, like, continuously every day show that, you know, I can be dark too. Like, you don't have to show that. It's like what they call hard. It's like people have to always show that they're hard. It's like if you are, you don't have to show it. Like, you don't have to show it. Let it speak for itself. So I know she felt dumb after that. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, no, don't ever judge nobody by what you think you see. That should have been a lesson for her. Don't you ever walk up to nobody and say nothing like that about they're going to beat you. Because what if they did beat your ass? Like, what you going to do then? What, you going to call the police? So it's like, don't do that. Don't assume things about people. Ask questions first. Like, that's what making me mad about people, especially people who know me. They'll say things and it's like, you already know me, so why would you, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just mindful of other people's feelings, and other people aren't so mindful of that. And that's what kind of like keep me stuck in not wanting to really even make no friends like that, because I feel like it's just a waste when you just gonna be disappointed. But that, I don't think that's the way to look at things. But for right now, that's just kind of sort of how I look at things. And then back to Miss Sharon, but she like compliment me on things, and then come to find out she does the same thing. Like I've been wanting to expand what I want to do, like as far as my purses, and she'll like, well, all I'm gonna say is I have a sewing machine. I don't know how to work it, and that's all I'm gonna say. So I'm like, I already knew what that means. We got each other number. She was like, she's a writer also. She also hasn't published anything. She was like, yeah, we like it was literally like my grandmother. Literally, she looked like her. She was the same height, the same everything, from what she wore on her head, from the titties, from everything. I was like, what? This is really a manifestation of my granny, because her birthday was just yesterday. Like. And I have been telling the universe, I've been telling spirit that I just want somebody that just like, that'll just take the time out to like kind of like understand me instead of like jumping to conclusions, or like just making me feel like I'm not heard. Like in a lot of situations, I feel like I'm not heard. So that'll keep me withdrawing. And it ain't like I like being withdrawn. It's like, that's kind of like the wall that I be pushed against when, you know, I be talking. And, you know, I'm very misunderstood. You know, if you haven't noticed, a lot of Virgos are misunderstood, because I really don't understand why. I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know. Maybe just because we have high expectations for ourselves and for people, and it comes off as being pushy or being controlling. But it's really not that. Like, we really be wanting the best from people. And it's not just people, like, in our circle. Like, I'm talking about people in the world. Like, the world, okay? When they say number 9s or life path 9s are humanitarians, that's really... that's the fucking true fact, okay? Every life path 9 that I meet, I already know we got a big mission in life. Like, honestly, we have a lot that we worry about, just because it's like the weight about the weight of the world on our shoulders, when it's like we want to fix not only ourselves but the people that we love around us. But not everybody, I know we can't do that, but the world, okay? I see a big picture. And so what I was saying about Miss Sharon, like, we got each other number. I haven't called her yet because I was so busy yesterday. I had to clean the whole house. I cleaned the whole house up. I had to do assignments yesterday, and like little stuff like that. So I ain't called her yet, but I'm gonna call her today because that connection was so genuine and it was so on point. Like she kept saying we were supposed to meet, and it's like when situations like that happen, I know that it's supposed to be something. I know that this is my prayer that's being answered, but sometimes my hard-headed ass, I ask for something and then give it right back. But like spirit, I just want somebody to understand me and to talk to me and to be like and to really, be involved in my artistic. And I found a person, Miss Sharon, like. I hope I don't fuck this. Well, I'm not gonna fuck it up, but it's like I hope I don't push people away because I do that for like for safety, like not safety, but it's a like a mechanism I do to kind of like not experience hurt or pain for people. So I just rather push people away to not experience that. Or if somebody really really like me, like I push them away because probably not used to that. Like used to people like really putting themselves into me or things like that. And so I know that this is my prayer that's answered, and I've also seen a bunch of my prayers that have been answered. But like I said, when I ask Spirit for something, it's like I give it back. It's like, oh, can I have X, Y, Z? And it's like, okay, they'll give it to me, and then I'm like, well, here you go. I don't deserve it. Here you go. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? God damn, I'm fucking difficult. Just difficult. This goddamn human experience and these fucking emotions. Like, oh my gosh. Like, it's the emotions. Be water. I'm trying to remind myself to be water. Go with the damn flow. Because when you are trying to go against the flow, that push is so difficult. Like, it's so difficult. It's hard. It's stressful. It's tiring. But when you're going with the flow, just vibing with the waves, like it's peaceful, it's relaxing. So be water, okay? Just, oh my gosh, this little heart of mine. But things are working out, and even the more I come and talk and express things, to me, even talking it's releasing. This is a release to me, and so this is helping me also to kind of go for like my just like go for things, This is like for me to be able to nitpick what I need to change or whatever. So this is so long, so I didn't mean for it to be this long. I just came to talk about one thing, and it ended up being multiple things. But I hope that everyone is taking care of themselves and, doing your rituals, reading your books. There's a lot of knowledge in books. Just taking care of yourself, listening to my podcast. And I'll be back probably later this week. I'm going to try to start doing like 2 shows because I have so much that I have to talk about. And I might just pre-record them and just do them. But more than likely my day be busy. So I'm going to try to do that. But until next time, gods and goddesses, peace.